to speed on the latest in sports. I'm Sean Yao. Former NBA stars who are also FIBA Global Ambassadors are in the country for the FIBA World Cup draw this Saturday. Ian Suyu with the details.
Some former NBA stars and global basketball icons have arrived in the country for the FIBA World Cup draw on Saturday. Argentine legend Luis Scola landed at the NAIA Terminal 3 around 11 in the evening on Thursday, while Hall of Famer Yao Ming arrived early this morning. Both former players were tasked by FIBA to serve as global ambassadors for the 2023 World Cup. Even former NBA MVP and Dallas Mavericks legend Dirk Nowitzki is in the country. The German icon will perform the actual draw at the Smart Araneta Coliseum. Scola says he's excited for the upcoming tournament.
I'm excited to see everybody. I'm looking forward to it. Thank you for all the support you do for basketball. I'm sure we're going to have a lot of fun these days. I'm very happy to be here.
Scola is one of the mainstays of Team Argentina and one of the reasons why the country bagged the silver medal in the 2002 and 2019 editions of the World Cup. He noted that the Philippines' hosting of this year's World Cup is big, given the Filipinos' love for basketball.
There's huge basketball fan base here, huge, and I think it was about time that we promote it. We come here, we do stuff here. There's a few places in the world that has so much passion for basketball as we have here in Philippines, so it's a great opportunity. I hope we can do more things here.
The FIBA draw will determine the matchups for the group stages of the tournament. The Philippines is in Pot 1 along with defending champion Spain, powerhouse United States, and Australia. Besides the Philippines, Japan and Indonesia will also co-host the World Cup. For News 5, Ian Suyu, we are One News.
And still on the Basketball World Cup, FIBA has announced some venue changes for the opening round and final phase games that will be held here in the Philippines. In a statement, FIBA noted that opening round games for the group that the Philippines would be part of will be played at the Philippine Arena in Bulacan. Meanwhile, the final phase will be played over at the Mall of Asia Arena in Pasay City. FIBA says, this is to ensure the consistent and swift transfer of teams and fans to and from multiple games over the 6-day final phase. The organizing body has identified some serious traffic and transportation concerns around the Philippine Arena. As part of the goal to establish a record attendance at the World Cup, FIBA board has decided to play the two opening round games for the group of the Philippines at the Philippine Arena in Bulacan. Meanwhile, the largest NBA store in the Philippines is set to open at the SM Mall of Asia in Pasay City on May 4. The store can be found at the second floor of the South Wing Entertainment Mall, facing Seaside Boulevard. This NBA store covers 500 square meters of interactive retail and community space, featuring all kinds of NBA merchandise. It will also carry NBA Philippines branded apparel and a limited edition shirt for the official launch. A number of interactive fan elements are also available, like an NBA 2K gaming corner and an actual half court with a viewing area. Store hours are from 10 a.m. to 10 p.m. daily, starting May 4. Moving on to Pinoy volleyball star Mark Espejo taking his talents to Korea after being drafted in the country's V-League. Espejo will be suiting up for three-time defending champion, the Incheon Korean Air Jumbos, which selected him third overall in the men's Asia Quota draft. This is not the first time that Espejo will be playing overseas, having already showcased his talents in Japan, Thailand, and Bahrain. The 26-year-old had just led the Signal HD Spikers to a title in the recent 2023 Spikers Turf Open Conference. With this, Espejo joins MJ Phillips as the only Pinoys in the Korean League. We're taking a quick timeout. The game on One News Now will return after this. Stay tuned. You're still watching the game on One News Now. I'm Sean Yao. The dry spell continues for Pinay tennis star Alex Ayala as she was ousted early on from the Madrid Open. Ayala was no match for world number 66 Tatiana Maria. The German tennis player punched in an easy 6-1, 6-1 win in their round of 1-8 game. The 17-year-old tennis wunderkind was given a wild card entry into the tourney, but Maria, who is 18 years older, ended her campaign quickly. Before this, Ayala suffered back-to-back first-round exits from tournaments in Switzerland. These losses have dimmed Ayala's chances for a slot in the qualifiers of the French Open, set to begin on May 28. And WNBA star Brittney Griner turned emotional in her first face-to-face interview with reporters after being detained for 10 months in Russia on drug smuggling charges. Let's watch this video from Reuters.
First off, I just thank y'all for covering me and all the exposure that you gave me, my family, to get me home. I really appreciate it. That coverage was much needed.
What resilience has been required for you to be sitting up here today? How have you found the resilience personally to be here with us?
You know, I'm no stranger to hard times, so. See, you cried and you made me cry. Just digging deep, honestly. You know, you're going to be faced with adversities throughout your life. This was a pretty big one, but I just kind of relied on my hard work, getting through it. And I would say to everyone that is wrongfully detained right now across the world, stay strong, keep fighting, don't give up, just keep waking up, find a little routine and stick to that routine.
I'm curious if the desire to play overseas in the off season is a need or a want, and if that is something that needs to be addressed, and if it is a need, what do you think needs to be addressed about it?
Well, I can say for me, I'm never going overseas to play again unless I'm representing my country at the Olympics. You know, if I make that team, that would be the only time I would leave the U.S. soil, and that's just to represent the USA.
Get your fill of the latest in sports at onesports.ph. Meantime, the news day continues later at 4:30 p.m. I'll see you then. I'm Sean Yao. We are One News.